Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. Hope everybody's staying dry with this hurricane stuff going on. I know we're not going to let it affect the Crony outing, that's for sure, which is next week. But joining me tonight, as always, I got some of the Crony crew here with me. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. What's happening, Rich?
Oh, not much. Trying to dodge the raindrops.
Dodging the raindrops. You ain't fearing this hurricane for the Crony outing, are you?
No, I just hope that the show must go on, you know.
It always does. We'll be there, won't we? Rain or shine.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Even if we're parking lot dredging, we'll be there. That's for sure. What's been happening?
I'm sure it all worked out. I'm sure Michael will keep us up to date with the weather and everything.
Oh,
so
yeah, I know he will.
You can't jump to conclusions yet, you know.
No, it's too soon. We got a week.
You never know. Yep.
Right, so it's going to be fine. We got over a week, so it's good. It's all good. But what have you been up to since Sunday? Anything good?
I was working on my box a little bit more, doing some other stuff to it. Just making sure everything's good to go.
Got your list of everything you need to take?
Not yet.
Oh, you haven't made your list yet?
No, I haven't made my list yet. I'm trying to get stuff in my garage now, and then I'll start getting it organized and then start making a list up and then loading it up.
Because, you know, all of our listeners know that you make a list, Rich, every time you go somewhere.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it yet, though.
All right.
Oh, well, sometime here
Well,
you
let's
get a chance to sit down and start writing stuff down.
This is Wednesday, so let's see. I don't know. Maybe
got a week and a day.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think when you'll have your list ready. Maybe we should make
Sunday.
I was thinking Sunday.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking, too, for some reason. Well, I'm glad you're here, Rich, as always, brother. You know it?
All righty, well, thanks for having me.
Oh, man. No, thank you for being here.
Should be an interesting night.
Oh, it will be. Wednesdays are always interesting. But thank you for being here, my friend. All right. Also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Hey, everyone.
How are you?
Great.
Hump day.
It is hump day. My favorite day. Because it's all downhill from here.
It is. Finally. Good Lord. It's about time we made it.
Oh, my gosh. What a week.
I know it. Trust me. I feel your pain. What's been happening?
Well, you know, getting presents for the Crony Club's outings, events.
Okay.
We're still going to do it. So, you know, let's just hope that the hurricane isn't as bad as they think.
Right. That's what I'm saying, too. It's...
everybody's, you know, having their hurricane parties, right?
Yeah.
And watching it. And taking bets on where it's going to go. Or
See? So, just... I don't know. Are you worried?
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
All right. See?
We got dumped last week with 5 inches of rain
we got
in
a lot
2
of
days.
Rain. Yeah, we got a lot, definitely.
And at the time the creeks would be swollen, but by Friday they should be decent.
Yeah, I would think so. Don't know why they wouldn't be.
Yeah, but Michael Myers will probably let us know.
Yeah.
Hey, Kathleen, you're going to be in the water anyway, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to have a wetsuit on anyway.
Right.
So say, you're good to go.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to be dry anyway to begin with, so who cares if it's raining? As long as it ain't flood stages, we don't care.
Exactly. Or, you know, rapids.
Right. Right.
I'm just not that skilled yet.
Well, if it gets like that, I guess it's time to break out the metal detectors and hit the fields.
Well, guys,
and after a good rain.
Right, after the good rain.
I'll find something.
Yeah.
Just remember, if it gets 3 inches north of you, expect a little bit of water.
3 inches north of us?
Yeah, because it's all going to come south.
Are you talking about like 3 inches on the map?
Yeah, what are you?
No, I'm talking
inches.
3 inches of rain.
There we go. What if the creek only runs east to west? What do we do, Swiftwater? If it's north, are we fine or do we still worry?
Nope, still worry.
If we're up a little bit in the mountains, do we have to worry about the water coming back up or coming down?
Rock slide.
Well, probably going down.
But would down
You do
be
know water
south?
always goes down, right?
I don't
Well,
know.
it's probably,
Okay, I'm just trying to catch up with your education right now.
Yeah, water always goes down.
Oh my God.
well, the hurricane
3 inches.
it's
3
spread
inches.
differently, so we should be good.
We'll let it go at
Oh,
3
yeah.
inches.
No, we're really excited. We've got some really good prizes. Not prizes, I guess, but things.
Gifts, like kind of gift prize thingies.
Everyone will walk away with something.
Something.
Let's put it that way.
Something, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, and there's some cool stuff Kathleen's found.
Oh, cool. Well, she did last year, too. So, I know she'd find some cool
Well,
stuff
I did
again.
have to rely on Shad's Excel skills.
Oh, okay.
On an Excel sheet.
Okay. Yeah, well, hey,
But it helped organize it
See?
a lot better than, on the back of an envelope or something.
He
right.
does got those computer skills.
Yeah, he does. See?
Yes, he's got skills.
He's got
We've got a big turnout.
he's got
so,
man
you know,
skills.
We got a big turnout, so we got to
Mhm.
put our best foot forward.
That's right. That is
And
right.
I'm hoping to find, some gemstones
Mhm.
while we're down there
Right.
on our travels around the area. So we'll have to see how it ends up.
Kathleen, you totally will. I'm telling you right now, you will find them.
Right, we're going to a mine too while we're down there, so we're hoping.
Right.
Heck, I would just walk up the creek.
Yeah, probably, but I'm looking for emeralds.
Ooh, going for the big ones.
Yeah, I've never done it, so we've found sapphires before, but we're going to be heading to a different area and to look for the emeralds.
Cool.
And my brother's tagging along with.
Now, hey, on the last stuff that you found, did you make anything out of it, or you just still got it in raw form?
No, it's still in raw form. I don't know somebody with lapidary skills that I really,
Right.
know a
right.
lot. So maybe I can learn how to do it, right?
You know what's really cool is because back when I moved out to Arizona, and I lived in Quartzsite in the desert while I was digging at this particular time. But Quartzsite used to be a phenomenal place for snowbirds. I mean, like thousands of RVs, like everywhere. And that place actually gave, and I can't believe I didn't do it because I was gold digging. I always thought I had something better to do, but I wish I would have did it. But they had free lapidary classes where you can go in there, and they had all the tools. They show you how to do it and stuff like that, and how to do it, right to the end. And I wish I would have took the chance to actually go do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever get a chance, Kathleen, you know what?
Let me,
you'll take it in really
my
quick.
schedule, but it is something that I definitely want to do, and I'll just have to see, what time I can carve in for that.
I mean, I think it would be.
Every minute of my week is just planned for.
I mean, I think it would be cool because you guys go out quite a bit. I mean, more often than most, and you find a lot of stuff out there. So you know what? Why not have those resources to change it into something awesome?
Yeah, and then make the band out of the gold that I find, so that I could say I mined that ring.
That's
it's a
it.
5-carat sapphire. But I'm sure it won't be 5 carats once it's cut.
No.
But it's really pretty cool.
Awesome.
That is cool. That's really cool. So anything else
Exciting.
been going on, Kathleen? Are you doing anything this weekend? Are you prospecting, or are you just going to lay low because you're going
No,
next weekend?
no, not this weekend. We still have the camper
Right.
in the driveway.
Right.
We're sticking it to the man.
we didn't get a chance to clean it. We want to scrub the outside because it's it just needs it.
And at the point, really, why should we waste our time taking it to store it when we got to get it out in 2 days?
Right.
And why put
Exactly.
it back when I just got to get it out by Thursday anyway? So it'll just stay there. It's cool. I'll put a note on it.
Now, do you guys got a toy hauler?
No, it's just a travel trailer.
Okay.
We just put everything in the bed of the truck and then pull it.
Okay.
It does pretty good. The truck holds Shad's 3-inch dredge and then my 2-inch and then a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, we've seen it loaded on the pictures.
We used to do that to the Patriot.
Yeah. Yep, so you're fine. It's all good.
Plus, we have the whole roof of the trailer if we really needed to get crazy. So it's all good, man.
And then we could be a meme.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you
awesome.
guys got your stuff there, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Kathleen, I know you got some news for us tonight, don't you?
I have some news and then I have some fun facts.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
And of course, I found some local events of interest that Shad,
Oh, cool.
our
Okay.
producer,
All right.
will read.
Awesome. Looking forward to that as well as the news, like always. And Kathleen, I want to thank you, as always, for being here on another West Coast Wednesday. Thank you. Here.
Yep.
All right. Also joining us, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got our very own Shad Biffle. What's happening, Shad?
If I hear one more person whine and complain about some little hurricane ruining our outing, I'm going to go off, man. I swear. I'm going to come through their computer and just yell at them. Give me a break. A little raindrops and some wind's going to, scare you away. Come on.
I know,
Oh,
right?
jeez.
Some rain. It's some rain. Bah. Can't. It's nothing to be all worried about, is it, Shad?
No, not at all. I mean, it'll blow in, it'll, twirl around, and a few little raindrops,
And it'll
a
leave.
little light breeze, and then it'll be done by Monday or Tuesday at the latest.
Sun
So
will be
if
out.
you got all those Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the ground will dry out. Creeks will go down.
It sounds like you're getting a little boo-hoo, but this ain't October.
All right, I mean, the sun's going to come out, and everything's going to be fine. Big rainbow, it'll be good. I'm with you,
I was going to
Shad.
say, from what I've seen, you guys are on the outside, very outside tip. I wouldn't worry
Oh
about
yeah, we're far west. I mean, they're still going to get, a lot of rain, I'm sure, and some wind from the projections, but it's all going to depend on how much rain they get out in that part. And I mean, we're in the far western part of North Carolina, in the foothills
Uh-huh.
of the Appalachian. So, we're away from the majority of the severe impact. So I don't. It just depends on the rainfall totals out there, really, if it's going to put a little damper on things. But we should be good. As long as we can drive in and drive out and don't tear up the field, we're good.
Right, that's the main
And Darth, it was camp in a tent and say that. Boy, I slept out underneath the stars in the fucking Hurricane Marine Corps, just with a sleeping bag and my little whoopee. So
But I didn't.
yeah, get over it.
It's some rain, right? We all have vehicles. I'm going to sleep in whatever I drive, trust me. I'll be nice and warm and dry. Rain on.
Well, everybody could just wear their wetsuits all weekend.
Exactly. You know
Yeah.
what? Just stay in the creeks. You'll stay warmer and you won't care.
It'd
We'll
be
just
a-
tie yourself to a tree. You'll be fine.
Oh,
It'll
jeez.
be a wet.
I'll get some little floaties for everyone, too.
There you go. It'll be a wetsuit outing. That's what it'll
There
be.
you go.
Wetsuit.
Yeah, wetsuit party. Yay! That's what it'll be. It'll be fine.
No, but we got all the food ordered from our caterer from
Oh.
Bogey's Barbecue.
Sweet.
So that's
sweet.
all. And oh my gosh, it's going to be a good Saturday night dinner for everyone that we'll have.
That's awesome.
So that's exciting. Like Kathleen said, putting the order in for all the good little odd and end prizes for the games and events. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
we'll
it's-
start getting all that stuff delivered here in the next few days. And then I'm sure she'll have me wrapping crap again.
Probably.
So, at least we'll have fire starting stuff, man.
Right, exactly.
Wrapping paper.
Exactly. We'll be fine. It's going to be good, Shad. I'm with you. I'm not worried. If you're worried...
What kind of events?
Oh, they're just some fun little games. You got to be there to experience them, man.
Yeah. They're just awesome. Oh, you're breaking up, Scott. We're hearing, you're roboting it again.
The robot.
But no, yep. I mean, it's exciting. Getting ready for it, and can't wait to see everybody. And I've seen posts from Razor, and I also saw in the Cronies Club tab that you sent the email with the directions for everybody. Yep. So if you didn't get that email and you're coming to the outing, let us know, and we'll make sure you get the information and the map.
Definitely, yeah. I still need to get it to Ray because I didn't have his email, so that's the only one I know that I didn't get. So Ray, if you're listening, send me your email and I'll get that out to you ASAP. So no worries there. Yeah, good, Shad. Thank you, Shad, for making that map and everything and getting that all squared away. And so we should be good. And don't forget, all the cronies that are going upon arrival, you must sign the waiver before entering the property. Somebody will be there to meet you and have a waiver there for you to sign. So, all good. It will be fine. Now, Shad, you got some local events of interest tonight and everything again, huh?
Yeah, I can't to see what Kathleen dug up for me to read through.
I am looking forward to that as always. But I know you probably got your birthdays and metal prices right now, don't you?
Of course. And, for September 12th, gold had a great day. It's up $9, closing at $1,206. So positive movement there. Even silver's up 12 cents.
Ooh, see?
Closing at $14.20. Platinum also up $7, closing at $799. So that's been making a good climb. And then palladium only up $1, but it's at $975. And of course, for Michael Shelby, you can't forget the good old rhodium out there, and that's at $2,410.
Oh, okay.
And that's up 10%, by the way.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay, now, I guess no singing unless Scott's going to sing. Oh,
well, that'll be Mr. Roboto.
I was going to say Mr.
me,
Mr. Roboto.
You. Can you hear me?
No, well, for the second we can, yeah, I think. You going to sing, Scott?
Well, I guess I'll give it a whirl.
A whirl?
Are you ready?
We're ready. Go ahead, take it away.
Opening, cutting in and out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Awesome.
Scott, you're doing good.
There you go.
Good job, Scott. Way to go.
Wow.
And many more from Channel 4.
All right, you're done, Swiftwater. No more. All right. Well, it is September 12th, and we have Alton Long, Bo, Bill Hobart, Craig Rice, David J. Rivera, Garland Wall, George Van Patter, Manuel Dye, and of course Mr. Cubit or Lose It, Mike Pung, Randall Langston, and Sue Warner. So tomorrow, though, we have Alan Beckstead, Alton Sullivan, Bob Winger, Bob Yonker, Bobby Sanders, Brett G., Donald A. Slaw Jr., Donnie Bick, and Edward Kraft. So happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
There was that awkward pause after that, man. Got me worried.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey, it happens sometimes, right? So, Shad, thank you, my friend, as always, for being here. I can't wait to hear from you later when you do your little event thing.
I'll read that little piece of paper she gave me. Don't worry.
Right. Read it just the way she gives it to you.
Every week I do.
All right. Thank you, Shad, so much. All right. Also joining us, last but not least, our West Coast connection, Mr. Roboto himself, Scott Swiftwater. Toney, what's happening, Scott?
Well, but besides a little broken up
Dude, you can't even plan that.
They did that on purpose, I think. Maybe
No,
not.
you didn't.
Maybe not.
Scott, can you hear us, though? Oh, Lordy.
end. See, I'm upset. Yeah.
Mr. Roboto.
Don't
Can you
have
hear
a
me?
meltdown because we can.
Oh my God.
We're hearing every other word.
Hang on. Hang on. Time out.
It must be Arizona, the atmospheric.
Yes,
right?
that must be the molecules in the air there or something.
Something out there for Swiftwater.
I don't have a clue. Oh, Lordy.
Is he gone?
He said, hang on one thing. All right, so let's just pause the show.
Yeah, we're going to hang on now, and we're going to wait for
time
Scott.
out, everybody, for Scott.
Everybody, yeah, hang on. We'll just sit here and with dead air and wait for Scott. Yeah.
Hold on.
Right.
So how are you doing, Tim, though?
I'm all right. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the outing. I got, like you said, got all those emails sent out today. It's like, I know you've been busy. I've been busy. We've all been so busy with this. It's like, but I can't wait. As it grows nearer, it's getting more and more exciting. It's like, man, it's here now. It's time. In a week, we'll be in North Carolina.
We've been planning this for a few months now. So.
Florence can take a hike.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you really think I'm worried about a storm named
I know,
Florence?
right?
You
Really?
better not taunt her.
Oh, I will.
Oh, yeah, we will taunt the crap out of her.
I don't even know if you sent it to me, Tim. I didn't see anything yet.
No, I
Unless
didn't
you
send
sent it on the
No,
site.
I didn't send it to you.
Oh, okay.
I just figured you had it.
I should have all the information.
If you need it, I'll
believe.
send it
Yep.
to you, but I didn't even think of that. I didn't send it to none of the crew.
No, I think I had it.
Okay.
I think I did.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, Rich. Sorry, buddy. Yeah.
Well, I know I have the address. And I know I have the map somewhere. So.
Okay. Excuse me. But if you need it, let me know. I got it.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, it's like we've been planning this for months, and now it's within a week we'll be there. That's what's the coolest part. In North Carolina. I ain't been in North Carolina in forever. So I'm kind of looking forward to the drive and, the scenery. And
Yep.
the whole thing. I think it's just going to be great. The road trip.
That's right.
That's right. Road trip. I like road trips sometimes. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then getting down there and most of these people, if
There's just no way.
haven't met him. What?
No.
He's back. We can continue the show now. Are you
Holy
back,
back, man.
Scott?
Yeah. There is just no way. How does it happen right when I come on the show?
Hey, Scott,
Oh my God.
should we do it all the time to mess with you?
It let you sing happy birthday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And then he starts talking and it goes robotic. Are you still there, Scott? I think we lost him again.
He is out of here.
He's gone. He gone.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, now we can.
Now we can.
No, I'm still. Trust me.
Huh?
Kathleen, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, pick a name. That'll give me a minute.
Pick a
What?
name.
Pick a name for a giveaway. Go for it.
What are you giving away?
What are we giving away?
Some Sting and Linger salsa. That's right, prickly pear from Desert Gatherings, right here in
Prickly
beautiful
pear
Arizona.
Salsa.
That's right. Not the sauce, not hot sauce, but the salsa. The actual dip your chip in it and eat it.
Some prickly.
Okay.
But I want you to pick a name now because everybody's in the chat room now. Okay, you're early, so grab it.
All right.
And
The
it gives me
name
time to work my
is
thumbs out.
Wait a minute,
Matt.
Well, Kathleen, hold on one second. The rules are as always when Kathleen calls your name, you have 1 minute, 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here on the GPS chat room. Let me clarify that. So, Kathleen, hold on. Let me get my timer. Okay, whenever you're ready, Kathleen. Let her rip, Tater Chip.
Okay. The name is Matt Held. H-E-L-D.
Matt Held. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Held.
I'm timer started now. Oh, we need some.
The Benny Hill song.
You want the Benny Hill?
We haven't heard that in a while.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Matt Held, if you're out there, say you're here in the chat room.
All right.
Never know what you're going to win on Prospectors Radio.
Some Salsa.
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 It's prickly pear.
How often can you win salsa on a gold talk show? I don't know. Only here, I'm sure.
It's from Arizona.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the West Coast. It's prickly pear, man. That's sting and linger. I mean, there ain't nothing from Arizona better than this right here. I'm telling you.
And Matt, if he wins this, he is from North Carolina, so they don't have prickly pears there.
Cool.
No, they don't. 30 seconds remaining, Matt. Come on. Kathleen, you might want to get another name ready.
Okay.
I know. 15 seconds. Matt, are you there? 9. 5. 2, 1.
Oh no!
Oh,
Bummer.
he lost it,
All right,
man.
let's stop this stupid thing. Okay.
We are just out of sorts.
I'm telling you, right? We're just...
Scott's thrown our game off.
I know.
Well, I'm totally am because, I threw my own game off and things are happening and it sounded like I was a robot, evidently. So that meant something's still wrong with my computer. I'm hitting live right now.
Well, he didn't say he was here, so we got to draw another name.
Okay.
Okay, pull that.
Are you ready?
Yes, go for it.
It is Steve Kelly.
Steve Kelly.
Where's he from?
Steve Kelly. He is from
South Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, still got an East Coaster. Cool.
They can get that prickly pear.
Prickly pear salsa, sting and linger.
So Steve Kelly, if you're here, answer. I'm here in the chat room.
I'm starting a timer.
Tick-tock.
Ticky-tocky.
You never know. I think you might have hid a gram of gold in one jar of salsa, right? Swiftwater?
Hey, guys, I'm just doing what I can do right now.
So is it like Willy Wonka? If you get the golden nugget in it, you get a special tour of a barbecue place, Swiftwater, before you quit?
Aye, matey, and don't forget about the wooden leg on your foot before you leave. No, I'm just, like I said, I got, I have a friend, my friend Brent. He works at Desert Gatherings. He knows I do this gold show. He's like, hey, dude, I'll give you some, stuff to give away. I'm like, cool, man. I appreciate that from, people that I know. And, you know what, it helps out, the show a little bit. Because right now, things are kind of dry because old Swiftwater ain't doing much out here. So it just, I can't wait till later.
24 seconds.
It'll happen.
Did he ever answer?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Nobody wants my stinger. Ooh.
He is not here.
Either that or nobody wants no dang prickly pear.
I would be so surprised if
I would too.
nobody wanted. I mean, it's really.
Oh, time is up again.
That's okay. I know.
All right,
right?
let's continue on. We'll try to name later. Scott, what's happening? I gotta. All right, stop phone. Thank you. Unless Kathleen's got another name. You got another name, Kathleen? One more?
No, I didn't draw one, but do I need to?
It's up to you. I'm trying to figure out how to add Dennis to the show, and I'm having trouble here.
Oh, here we go with that.
So I'm trying to stall.
Because he's going to make fun of me
the
now.
Menace.
He's going to make fun of me. I could just see it right now. It's coming, boys. And
If you
girls.
can get on the show, so. Scott, what's happening?
You got any other big plans?
No. You know what? It's so great that I've actually had a couple people that come and see me this week, and I got some stuff to talk about. I guess it would help out. I mean, nobody really... I mean, they talk about it, but they don't really go in depth. So I think tonight maybe I was thinking about two different ways of going. talk tonight. But other than that, personally, it's barbecue days, boys and girls.
Still doing the barbecue.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, October's coming up quick, and man, I keep feeling like every week something lifting off my shoulders a little bit, And
Well, that's when you're heading out, right? October?
Yeah, and I'm going to be packing. It's going to take me 2 weeks to get ready. I got like 5 motors to drain the oil, change the gas, all that stuff in, and I got other stuff to prepare for. Make sure the hoses don't have any holes in them, which is going to be a fun adventure. I've got 15 feet of hose in here. It's been rolled up since last year. I hope it's still good, and it's 3-inch suction dredge hose. So, and it's still in the plastic in my garage. But
nice.
I know. But when it gets hot here, it tends to take a mold, and then when you uncrinkle it, it'll break.
Huh? Yeah. Didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about I'm going to put it out here in the yard for a couple of days and slowly kind of unroll it, let it get hot, and then let it pull its way back to where it used to be. And that's the quickest way I think I would do it. If you do it any quicker, you're going to break the inside, the inside of the curve. You'll pull it apart and it'll crack. But I think if you put it out in the sun and let the plastic do its thing, it was molded long ways. And it was rolled up. So if you lay it out in the yard, it should kind of unwind with a little help, but not too much. But it should unwind to get back straight. And then when it does that, I'll put it in the pool and probably let it float in the pool for about a day and a half, 2 days, just to make sure it's you can bend it, you can do it before I go out and find a hole right in the middle, which I love that.
I see. Okay, I think I did what I had to do. So what else is happening, Scott? Mr. Sauce Boy. I don't even know anymore. Sauce Boy, Robo Boy.
Well, you know what?
He just told us.
I just tried. I tried to do a giveaway.
Yeah, let's just
move along.
proceed.
Okay, let's just move along. Thank you,
yeah,
Kathleen.
It's not a gram of gold, but you know what?
Kathleen.
Everything could be a.
Hey, Kathleen, thank you. I can't multitask no more. I forgot how. Oh, geez, Scott, thank you for being here as always. And we'll get back to you here shortly, I promise. Maybe we'll find somebody who wants some salsa. Yeah. Awesome, brother. Well, thank you, Scott, for being here. Also joining us tonight, we've got the one and only Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. Dennis, are you out there?
Hi.
Hey, there he is. He did get in here. Man,
yeah.
What's happening, brother?
Just waited and waited and waited. I'm like, what's going on?
No, I know. Well, I thought you was at work. I didn't hear from you. I figured you're working.
No.
If I don't hear from you, you're working. That's the way I always see it. So
they had the big Edinburgh State Fair going on, and went to pick up the wife and daughter, and I thought, what the heck? Are they not having a show tonight? And then I went and checked the mail and said, Prospector Radio is live. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? I was like, get me in here. I'm off tonight, tomorrow night.
Well, at least you're here. So you excited about the outing, brother?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. You just can't even imagine how excited I am.
Yeah?
I am really, really, really looking forward to it.
Uh-huh. And tell me some more. Talk to me.
Well, I guess I'm going to be getting down there a day early and helping Michael, get some stuff set up the day before. And, of course, I got to get my little tanning dude, my son that I got from Steve France. And then we do that, what Kathleen suggested, which was a good idea, put like a little gold nugget on one side, and we can put a date for every year we do a chronicle about it, and we can put the town, the city, and the date on it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody look for the sign. But other than that, I'm, Yeah.
You're
I'm
what?
ready to go.
You ready to go? You're
Yeah.
ready?
I went out last Sunday and helped Dustin at Prospectors Pit. We went out for the day, and it was rainy.
Uh-huh.
And it was cold. And I just videoed him working. I helped a little bit shovel and stuff, but yeah, after watching him get all that gold, I'm like, yeah, so I'm ready.
It gets you psyched up, don't it?
Oh yeah. You know, he was going out there, and well, I got some buckets I brought back home with me to put up for the winter time when it gets colder. You know, and there's snow on the ground, you can't do anything. At least I got 8 buckets while I was there.
Right.
But still, you know, watching him work it and then do the clean outs no more than what he ran and the gold he got. So I was like, man, I should have brought my stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, just think, though, in a week, Dennis.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I know. You know what? I hope that rain, I hope it pushes some really good flood gold down to where we're going to be at.
Oh, see?
I hope it washes them mines and them hills down into the creeks and pushes it right down to where we're at.
Oh, me too. You know, me too,
yeah.
brother. So, any ideas what are you just going to bring your dredge, or are you bringing what?
Yeah, just my dredge.
Okay. Then you're going to get down there early. And
Yeah, get down there. Well, I'm only bringing my dredge because I don't know if someone's bringing a high banker with them or not, if I have to go home with it or have to wait to get it. I'm just make sure I got enough room.
Oh, yeah, it's according to what I get to drive down there. Right, exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's I'm like you. I'm going to go ahead and rent a minivan.
Right.
And it's going to be completely unassembled, and I'm going to have to completely put it back together when I get down there, and then do the same thing, you know, before I come home. So.
Right. Yeah, that's what I say.
I wish you could rent a truck.
Yeah, but
you can.
You can, but did you see the price?
Can.
Ooh, spooky price. I was like, ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, that's just in case you do what Shad and Kathleen did in Arizona. That's that's priceless.
Well, see, I checked out a U-Haul because you always see those signs on there like $39.95 a day or something like that. I thought, man, that's really cheap. I checked on it. Yeah, you can get them real cheap, but man, they charge you like $2 a mile.
Oh, geez, no.
And I was like, holy cows, no, I don't want to rent that. It costs twice what it costs to rent a vehicle.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, it does. I like renting through Enterprise because they unlimited mileage. You know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Enterprise or
we go through what? Alamo.
Oh,
Alamo is our favorite.
It is our favorite.
They have a no questions policy. When you bring that thing
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
That's why it is with Hertz. That's why it is with Hertz. We got it through our work, and I've got some kind of a gold membership, and it's a corporate. And I don't know if I was supposed to get the corporate discount, the gold corporate, but somehow when I applied, it was one of our things through our work. I got it, so man, I get vehicles really cheap.
Nice. Nothing wrong with
through
that.
Hertz, so yeah.
Nothing
and it's
wrong
no
with that.
questions. I mean, unlimited miles and everything. So
That means he's VIP.
Oh, he's the man. That's why he the man. And well, I'm glad you're here, Dennis. Sorry about the mix-up. You know.
no, we're all good. It would make any different if I was working. You know, I usually take my break after you get to about Scott. I jump on and make the intro.
Right. Well, like I said, now.
I just assumed you were working. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what we all thought. It's like, oh, he's not here.
Hey, I'm kind of glad that you are here, Dennis, because I think you could have some good input on what I want to talk about tonight is sluicing.
All right. Well,
And I know you did a lot of it and stuff like that, so it's going to be cool.
Well,
Cool.
All right. Well, Dennis, thank you for being here. Let's do a real quick break from our sponsors over at AMRA, and then we'll be right back with Kathleen Biffle and Dredging Up the News. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everyone. September 12th, 2018. I will start off with a story in Montana. The Montana Attorney General's office says it will defend a state law at the center of a dispute over a proposed gold mine in the mountains north of Yellowstone National Park. So the Bozeman Daily Chronicle reported on Saturday that state attorneys are stepping into a lawsuit over a statute preventing judges from blocking mine exploration work while the state-issued permits are challenged. A judge ruled the Montana Department of Environmental Quality's mining proposal review was flawed, but the law kept the judge from preventing the work from going forward. The Park County Environmental Council and the Greater Yellowstone Coalition say the law violates Montana's constitution. So this is all Lucky Minerals, Inc. They want to drill exploratory wells they want to look for gold near a canyon called Emigrant Gulch. So that's going on right now in Montana. Also in Montana, here's another one. The head of the U.S. EPA plans to visit 2 contaminated mining industry sites in Montana as the agency tries to speed up their cleanup work that began like 3 decades ago. So the acting EPA administrator, David Wheeler, he's going to visit the communities in Butte and Anaconda Friday with U.S. Senator Steve Daines. So if some of you are from the area, Butte is the home of the notorious Berkeley Pit. It is an open pit copper mine that holds 50 billion gallons of acidic water. And I guess in 2016, it was estimated that 3,000 snow geese died. So that's going on in Montana. Another M state, one more here in the stateside, Minnesota. Anyway, the Trump administration last week said that the mineral exploration could resume on hundreds of square miles of Superior National Forest, and this is near Minnesota's Boundary Waters Canoe area. So this is basically a step towards greater mining activity around the area.
Great.
Yes, so that's going on in Minnesota.
You know what? A canoe can move right around my dredge. I don't mind. It's on the water. It is a canoe.
Right.
Right.
It's actually, I think, believe it or not, I think my dredge would float a little deeper than the canoe with two people in it.
We always have kayakers going by us and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. We're dredging.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes, I'll accept it.
All right, so that brings us to some global news. Miners in Western Australia, they have unearthed more than 9,000 ounces of gold from a single blast over the past few days, and that's more than 560 pounds of gold, basically. The quartz rocks that they found were encrusted with gold. It was found in Beta Hunt. I think that's in the town of Kimbalda. So this is in Australia, the area known as the Goldfields. Miner Henry Dole is credited with hitting the mother lode. The mine is owned by RNC Minerals of Canada, and they want to actually auction off some of these impressive specimens. The largest rock weighs more than 200 pounds, and it's covered in an estimated 2,400 ounces of high-grade gold. So I guess they're saying that's worth like $2.9 million, and it's very rare. So that's interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah, but they're really excited there because they even people around the town, they just think that bigger ones are yet to be found.
Oh.
But I think that's pretty cool.
Right.
In Australia, of course.
Well, yeah, of course.
Also in Australia, this week the Perth Mint has unveiled the most expensive collector coin in the country's history. It is a diamond-encrusted treasure valued at $2.5 million. It's made of 99.99% pure gold, and the coin features 4 rare Argyle pink and purplish pink diamonds. I guess the largest of those is 1.02 carats. It's called Discovery Gold Coin. Its design was inspired by the Holy Dollar.
Huh?
I don't know what that is, but anyway.
Either.
But if you see a picture, it makes sense because the coin has a big hole drilled in. I mean, stamped in the middle of it.
Okay,
like you can see
I
through it.
gotcha.
So I guess that's the design that this coin is.
The Holy Dollar.
It's going to be displayed at the Mint's retail store until the end of September, unless a collector with quite a bit of cash wants to snatch it up. I think I'll write a check.
There you go. Get that checkbook out.
Okay. All right. So this one is in Italy. Archaeologists are studying a valuable trove of old Roman coins, and they found these on the site of a former theater in the northern part of Italy. Hundreds of these coins date back to the late Roman imperial era and were found in a soapstone jar unearthed in the basement of the Cressoni Theater in Como. I guess that's located north of Milan. No one knows the detail of the historical and cultural significance of this find. However, the coins were discovered last week, according to the Ministry of Cultural Heritage and Activities. They were transferred to Mybeck Restoration Lab in Milan, and that's where they'll start looking at them to restore them, and archaeologists will try to guess the significance of it.
Right.
Or find the significance.
Okay.
All right. So I will leave this up to Shad now for the local events of interest.
All right.
All right, everyone. Here it is. Your local events of interest. So if you have not heard yet, which means you must not have been listening to the show for the past couple of weeks, here's another reminder. In Frederick, Colorado, you have Miners Day. It will occur this weekend on Saturday, September 15th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It'll be at 2 separate parks. The Chris Park, located on 105 5th Street, and the Centennial Park, located on 638th Street. To celebrate their mining heritage, they'll have vendors, food, activities, contests, and live entertainment. And new for 2018 will be the Miners Day Pack Burro Race.
Uh-oh.
So grab your burro and get ready to ride for approximately a 10-kilometer race, which will begin right after the Frederick Miners Day Parade, around 10:30. The entry fee for your burro is $50. Cash prizes for the first 8 places. Registrations are at 8 a.m. And keep in mind, this is a BYOB, bring your own burro event, or rent one.
Rent a burro.
Hey, Shad, are the packs optional, or you have to race without packs?
No, you have to put them on.
Yep.
It's not
You have to have packs?
Yes.
Yep. Pack burro race.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
That's awesome.
Somebody
man.
needs
Really,
to go
that
to
is
this
pretty-
event.
that's
They
cool.
really do.
Man,
I think after this weekend, we're going to scour the internet to try to find some video of this.
Yeah,
Because
we're
it's
gonna have
got to
to.
be crazy.
This is the first time they're doing it, too, so you could be part of their history. We'll
you know
see
what would be,
happens.
you know, what'd be really cool. And I always thought about this. You know, how the guy goes around and does the diners, dives, and drives. What if a guy went around and did all this stuff? Find out these little shows and inspect them and make the hoopla and teach them about it. You know, and all this good stuff. Man, that would be a cool show. I'm telling you.
There you go, Scott.
All right.
Oh, by
So-
the way, all copyrights are made with Swiftwater, Scott, Toney, and cannot be copied on anything on this show.
hey, and I just want to jump in here real quick. You know, Scott, we should go there because, dude, you're short enough. I could use you as a burro and just ride you down that race.
Well,
you-
Swiftwater's built like a jockey, man. He's like 4 foot,
Yeah,
weighs
I
100
think-
Oh my God. That is such baloney, dude.
I would like to see Scott in a jockey's uniform.
Oh, that's just
monocle.
funny.
And that hat,
with the
that little,
monocle.
that little hard hat they wear and stuff.
Now, for you people out there that haven't met either one of us, I'm 5'7". I used to be the size.
Well,
of an average
wait,
McDonald's
what'd you
KFC.
Did you say
Ryan.
five?
And this
Let me
guy's
tell
like
you one
6.
thing.
This guy's like 6'3".
You didn't say 5'7", did you?
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Well, that's with his platform.
You wearing high heels again, Scott? Take him off.
Oh my God, you crazy nuts! Actually, the doctor said I'm 5'7.5". I'm like, I'm not in grade school, man. Just what is it?
You get the half inch to make you feel taller.
He's a half inch on us there, huh?
Yeah.
But it's funny because you meet Shad, and you're like, hey, how you doing? Oh, my name's Shad. You're like, oh, Marine.
I have to keep you boys on track. Let's come on.
All right, sorry,
I'm sorry,
Kathleen.
I'm sorry, I got
All
catty
right, thank you, Kathleen.
Sorry, Kathleen.
All right. So after Frederick, Colorado, grab your burro and head to Randsburg, California. The Randsburg Old West Day will be held on Saturday the 15th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be a street fair with country, western, and bluegrass bands, food booths, antiques, collectibles, and other vendors. There will also be gunfighters, a mounted posse, a vintage car show, not sure how that fits in, and other entertainment. The day starts off with an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast at the Opera House. A $5 donation gets you in. This will be occurring at the Rand Desert Museum in Butte Avenue, 161 Butte Avenue. And it's free to the public. So there you go.
That sounds like an interesting event.
It was so
Yeah.
funny. You go, I don't know how that fits in. I'm like, well, when the horses get tired, they take the cars.
Vintage cars, though.
Vintage cars. Well, vintage horses.
There's going to be gunfighters, though. I mean,
And a posse.
That would be
what's
cool.
a
wouldn't it?
what is that?
A posse is the one, the 12 guys that chased after the one criminal.
It's all the townspeople. They would get on their horses and ride off together. That's considered a posse after the
I was going to say, back in those days, it was kind of a death squad, but they don't want to call it that. They call it a posse.
That sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody
yeah.
is near Randsburg, is it Randsburg?
Randsburg, California.
Go to that.
It's free to the public.
Please take
And let us know.
I'll tell you what, you know what? If you're, they got a place like it right down here from me in southern Arizona. I can't remember what they call it, but they have the fake gunfights in the road and stuff. Like, people love it. I mean, because you never know when it's going to happen. I mean, it could happen right beside you, and you're like, oh, you know, about to have a heart attack, but that's what you went in there for, is to have fun. But they have, that is actually, it's cool. I like all those towns that do that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because, you know, that's kind of history, and well, they don't teach history like they used to, but I'm just saying it's really neat for people to get out there and see that aspect.
And that's why we call it local events of interest.
Uh-huh.
They're very interesting.
But now let's move back to Telluride, Colorado. So there will be a presentation titled The Mine Next Door, celebrating the Idorado Mine. It will be held Saturday, September 29th at the Sheridan Opera House, located at 110 North Oak Street in Telluride, Colorado. This mine played an important part in Telluride's history until it shut down in 1978. So come learn about the history of the Idorado Mine and its historic preservation at a welcome reception followed by a multimedia presentation. You can register for this event at the Sheridan Opera House website. Now, going back to California and Coloma, it's the Coloma Gold Rush Live coming this October 13th and 14th. Can't wait to say this one over the next few weeks. Marshall Gold Discovery State Historic Park.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's a mouthful.
Commemorates this event with Gold Discovery Day. History comes to life at least once a month at Marshall Gold Discovery State Historic Park. Come out in each second Saturday of the month if you want to step back in time and rub elbows with miners and pioneers depicting life in the mid-1800s. Historical interpreters will share what life was like during the gold rush. So come talk to miners, mountain men, Dutch oven cooks, ladies sewing, spinning, doing wash and candle dipping. You might just be able to dip your own candle and make some rope. Kids can try their hand at some pioneer games or saw some lumber with a good old-fashioned whipsaw. There you go, kids.
Let's go play with the saw.
That'll be the second Saturday of each month from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Marshall Gold Discovery State Historic Park in Highway 49 in Coloma, California. While this is a free event, the state park does charge a day use fee of $8 per car. So make sure you grab your burros, go see a mounted posse.
Take your kids to play with saws.
Pay $12 for parking and go make your own stuff.
Oh my God.
That looks great.
Those are so awesome.
Hey,
it's a good event. I'm just laughing.
2 months of this whipsaw stuff for kids.
I know.
We're missing a bunch of shows.
They're like paramedics standing by.
I like how Shad said, "Yeah, that's right, kids." And you know, half the kids are actually listening. They're like, "What did he just say they were doing?"
Just Google whipsaw,
they get to,
and you'll have a blast.
That's right. You get to play with the whipsaw.
it.
Well, man, that sounds like a party. Don't want to miss
But
that.
let's take it back to Kathleen for some fun facts.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Okay. Fun fact. So, everyone likes treasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, last week I did
No, because the government keeps trying to claim it.
Yeah. So, anyway, last week I did a fun fact about infamous treasure hunts. But what if you don't purposely seek out treasure, but it finds you? Well, some people have found more than what they bargained for when they moved into their properties. I found a very recent article online that covers some of these stories. So tonight's fun fact is born. In France. 2016, a Frenchman inherited a house in Évreux, Normandy, from one of his relatives. He decided to move in it. However, he soon found that he had inherited more than just the house. He realized that the house was filled with gold coins, ingots, and bars. Wow. This stuff was hidden in furniture.
Wow.
It was hidden in a whiskey bottle, even. So the total value of this was about $3.7 million.
Wow.
So according to certificates found in the deceased's estate, the gold was legally purchased in the 1950s and 60s. However, the man who found it was liable for a 45% inheritance tax.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, so he...
Man, really?
45%?
And
See,
get this, that the original owner did
that's
not
jacked
declare
up.
his or her assets, you know, for... He can also be liable for, like, 3 years back taxes.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah, and that's...
Yeah.
That's
But
wrong.
that was their 401k. How can you tax that again? It's already been taxed.
But it's a different
Well,
country.
this is France.
This
I don't
is
know all their
France.
tax
Right.
laws.
It's a different country. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right. I'm just I'm just sitting here thinking, man, that's just double standard.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what it's like in the U.S., honestly. Is it...
Could you
I
imagine?
think
Could
it
you
pertains
imagine?
by state, but yeah. But there's all kinds of stories like that. Another story. This one occurred in the U.S. Thomas Schultz and his business partner Lawrence Joseph, they decided to buy a cottage in New York. They this was back in 2007, so they paid $300,000 for it.
Mm-hmm.
So the home that they purchased, I guess, contained a bunch of art, and the seller basically kept it in the house for them to buy, but it was an unknown artist at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur, I'm going to butcher his name.
Go for it.
Arthur Panagian.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Armenian, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just not pronouncing the J's right. Anyway, the artwork was meant to be dumped in a landfill site because the artist was like, I don't want it, they can have it, or dump it in landfill.
Okay.
But Schultz, who bought the property, just couldn't throw it away because this was this guy's life work, right?
Right.
So he set about organizing the collection of over 70,000 paintings. Little did he know what was going to happen next. After organizing the collection, interest in the abstract impressionist paintings grew. The collection of paintings was valued at an incredible $30 million. And isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Damn.
You know what's really
You got to see that.
Yeah, and he was going to
You know
throw it
what's-
in the trash.
You know what's really funny is I think this way. If you take a person and they actually do, like, you know what, when you look at the painting, you're like, wow, that's a pretty good painting. But they pass away and there's only 4 paintings. You know, with a guy that could pump that up, they can make you look phenomenally famous. It's just, it's art world is really funny to me. I think it's kind of weird, but everything like that makes a lot of money, but you can always pump stuff up. I always think there's something funny about it.
Art, it's
Art's
so
weird.
Yeah, art is so subjective.
It is.
The value of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you never know what somebody's going to like. I mean, one year it could be this, and next year it's something like you'd go, what? I mean,
Pop culture.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess.
All right. Here's another one. Another story. When cartoonist Don Trake's son was renovating their late father's property in 2005, they were shocked to find paintings concealed in the walls. Well, one of the hidden paintings, titled Breaking Home Ties, was by their father's friend and neighbor, a little-known artist known as Norman Rockwell.
Oh, wow.
His sons reasoned that their cartoonist father had probably painted copies of the original paintings to prevent his wife from obtaining them during their divorce.
Oh.
The sons sold the original of Norman Rockwell's Breaking Home Ties in 2006 for $15.4 million.
Gosh, darn.
Wow, wouldn't that be cool to have that?
That would be so cool.
Yes. Man.
Another story. This is in Virginia.
Okay.
Michael Rohrer was cleaning out his late great-aunt's home in Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
and he stumbled upon a collection of 345 comics in the basement. Well, the collection belonged to his late uncle, Billy Wright, who had never told everybody about his hobby before his death in 1994. So the collection included rare comics such as, I guess, and I'm not a comic book person, but Detective Comics number 27, the first comic to star Batman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So this impressive collection also contained the first comic that featured Superman and basically stunned the comic book world. The rare magazines fetched a whopping $3.5 million at an auction in New York in 2012.
Amazing.
Talk about money.
Yeah, see, I'm a comic book nerd as well. I've got a bunch of back #1 issues, and I used to love to read them and collect playing cards and comic books. So
cool.
Well, you can hide them in your walls for your kids to find.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they do hold their value. I mean, there's people that were just phenomenal about comic books, and they still are.
Oh, that's cool.
Another story. This one is in London in 2007. Residents decided to dig a pond in their yard.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and this is in East London. 3 weeks into their project, they revealed a glass jar with 80 gold coins. So I guess the find was identified as containing U.S. double eagle gold coins.
Oh,
Mind you, this is in London.
Right.
It left them wondering, well, what the heck? How did they find their way here? Well,
And then they filled it full of coin.
Yeah, the find was donated to the Museum of London, which deduced the coins belonged to a German Jewish refugee named Martin Salzbacher. Fearing a Nazi invasion, his brother buried the coins in his back garden in 1940. Wow. He only told direct family members where they were located. However, his brother and his family members were also killed.
How did he get the American currency?
During a bombing raid. I don't know. This is back in 1940, and it was a collection, maybe. I don't know. But he buried it, and everybody he died, and everybody that he told died. So, anyway, the museum did find the owner's descendants, and they gave them the coins. I guess they're valued at $132,000.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Back in 1940, though, that was probably...
Yeah, but to have those silver coins, you know how shiny they would be? They would look like, wow.
They're gold.
Oh, my gosh. They would look
yeah,
cool.
dude, that's what they did, Scott. You know.
Oh, they would look pretty as you wouldn't believe.
Country come in and going to bomb everything. Well, the people they fled, they buried all their stuff so no one would find it.
Right.
You know, I know. I was just thinking about the the American currency back then and the things, but I didn't know. I thought it might have been an American soldier at first, but I could still dig the second story too as well. It's just, but I'm just thinking. Can you imagine?
I think it just has a really interesting story behind it more than their value.
Right.
I mean, it's like,
oh yeah, and
that was war,
and it's got a good ending too.
Kathleen, the story would have been a lot better if they would have dug that hole in the backyard and found all them coins, and then they bought a bunch of koi to put in there.
Yeah, they turned it into a big koi pond.
Well, they were digging a pond, so there's probably koi in there right now.
Right. Right. It was a koi pond.
It was a swim pool.
And all we found was a bunch of clay.
Yes.
Or did we?
Oh, that's right. Or did you? Uh-huh.
Hey, in case you guys are wondering, now you know why the koi pond keeps getting bigger.
All right. 2 more stories, and I'll be finished here. When collector Dr. Harold Carr passed away in 2009, he left his house in Newcastle, England, to his relatives. But in the garage, he had a habit of collecting a bunch of stuff, right? So, but inside there was a 1937 Bugatti Type 57S. I don't know what that is.
A Bugatti.
Motorcycle.
A Bugatti?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
is that a motorcycle or is it a car?
No, they make cars too.
Okay,
yeah,
I think it's a car.
It might have been a
Ducati.
bike though.
I thought it was a motorcycle.
Oh, not a Ducati, a Bugatti.
That's a very expensive car.
Yeah, it's like a It's like a wing. Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not going to have one.
No.
Yeah.
Or are we?
Or
Yeah, right.
Well, the doctor had bought this car for $1,143 in 1955, which is about equivalent to around roughly $29,000 in today's money. But over 50 years later, Dr. Carr's his last name was Carr, too. That's funny. Dr. Carr's relatives sold the car for a whopping $3.8 million.
Holy cows.
They did not even realize that he had that in his garage.
wow.
They had heard rumors, but nobody knew until they dug all the stuff out of the garage, and a bunch of stuff was in there.
Wow. Crazy.
Can you imagine?
Why couldn't I find something like that in my garage?
I know, right?
You can. A shiny new Dodge.
Or
Polished every week.
yeah.
I'm telling you twice.
Our garage looks like a hoarder's garage. It really does.
So does mine.
And there is probably some valuable things in there that we just don't know.
Or do we?
Or is there? Or do we?
You know what's really funny? On my garage, she parks the car on the other side, and then the other side is like all gold equipment, like just stacked. If you didn't know what it was, you wouldn't have no idea. But it's all stacked where I know exactly what to pull out, where to go, and easy to get to, and all that. And it looks like 2 cars in the garage, actually.
Ah.
It's a mess.
Oh, it's a mess.
It is a mess. Well, you got your cleanup stuff.
you just can't
Yes,
see
you
over
can.
those boxes.
No, I don't even have boxes. That's the thing. I just pile stuff on things.
Yeah, that's pretty how I mean, we have a lot of chapters in our life in our garage because we get interested in something and then we all, and then we don't. We just,
And
I don't know.
You close that
All my
chapter.
flea market stuff is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the space disappears.
Mm-hmm.
It does. The space disappears. I'm telling you, like, oh my God, I can't even get out of my car now. I don't know why. Well, because I've been piling stuff over here.
Yep.
It's funny.
Bingo. All right, Kathleen.
All right, the last story I'll leave you with. This one happened in France again, 2009. 7 years after moving into their new property, a couple made an unexpected discovery in their yard.
Mm-hmm.
They found 6 gold ingots in 2009, followed by another 22 of them in 2013. But that's not all of this crazy story. Despite legally declaring the finds, the couple became the subject of a criminal investigation by the prosecutor's office in the town of Roanne.
Mm-hmm.
They started this after atypical financial operations were observed. Like how can they afford that kind of thing?
Right.
Anyway, it later transpired that the couple had sold 23 of the 28 ingots and pocketed the money, which is roughly $927,000.
Okay.
Wow.
But get this, when the previous owners of the house, the seller's widow and their 8 children, learned of the discovery, they sued the couple for damages and compensation, claiming that they rightfully own the gold. Because they were the former owners of the property. So in 2015, the court ruled that the previous owners had offered sufficient proof of their rightful ownership of the gold. So he ordered that the couple return the remaining ingots along with the money from the sale of the 15 of them.
That's
they had to pay all that money back.
No, that's not right.
Yeah.
If you sold your property,
Why would you
you'd
tell
know.
anybody?
Yeah, but if
You
know what? There is
That's
more
why
than
we
one
never
time that
told
we've had
anybody
something on the
about
show.
If you had gold
Then
buried
do
in your
not tell nobody.
backyard, you would
We
remember
felt
to
it
dig it
down.
up. It's like no. It should have been the other people's. That's just wrong.
Yeah, what'd you find? Gold.
Oh yeah, I forgot it there when I sold the house. Yeah.
Oh, I look at it this way though, and I hate to be this guy because you know what, I'm all about history and this and that and the other. But if I found something like that much and I knew that I'm just going to get robbed,
I'm going to keep like 10 gold coins and melt everything else down because those 10 gold coins just become worth more.
All right. Well, I just wouldn't say
I'm just
Gold
Well,
is
Kathleen.
gold, buddy. I smelt
That's
it all
right.
down.
Kathleen, Shad, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wish it could have been longer. More
Yeah.
stories. This was a fun one.
Yeah, they're always fun. I love it. Great job, you guys. Very good.
What are you talking about, Dennis? They're all fun.
Scott, you got something tonight, you said?
This one was really cool. I wish it'd be longer.
Oh, yeah. Here
I'm
we
just
go.
checking.
Here we go.
I was going to talk
Here-
a little bit
oh.
about sluicing the night.
Okay,
just for,
hold on.
throw out, but
Hang on.
is there a commercial?
Now it is time for In the Goldfield with Scott Swiftwater Toney. Join Scott each week as he shares useful information to help you find and recover more gold. Here's Swiftwater.
Oh, God. Now you can
Well,
go, Scott.
Hey, everybody.
Oh.
Anyway, I just thought I had a couple of people actually this week that said, I always hear the back when I was a kid and back when I was a kid, back when I was a kid. And the question myself is always, why didn't you continue with it? Why didn't you keep doing it? They're like, we didn't find much and we didn't do this, we didn't do that. And I'm like, all right, well, what were you doing? And actually a lot of them were sluice boxing. And number one, not running a sluice box right. And number two, digging in the wrong spot. So, everybody, I don't know if you guys are in the chat room are probably, acquainted on that. But if you guys, anybody that's new that's listening tonight, and, I always try to get listeners to come on every week, and I hope you guys are. And if you are, I'll thank you. But sluice boxing is kind of funny because you have to think, and in my mind, you have to think of a flood if you were standing on the ground, go a foot over your head, which I know I'm going to get a couple of jokes out of this one. Shad's already laughing.
Yeah. Yo, it's coming right now.
Anyway, like I said, I'm 5'7", and almost 5'8", and a half. Okay. Yeah, I knew they were coming. But if you picture yourself standing there in that wash, how far is it over your head?
Well, I guess it depends. Do you have your boots on or are you barefoot, Swiftwater?
Well, you're not walking in the middle of it when it's flooding. I'm telling you that much. But, like here in Arizona, it's pretty defined because, and I know it is in the East Coast as well. It's pretty defined because you got what we call a trash marker in the trees. You'll have vines, broken limbs, stuff like that, pieces of paper, bags. If they're over your head, that's where that water was. And when it goes to sluice boxing, I always tell people, number one, have enough water going through the box to make it work. Don't fear that it's going to go out the bottom. Do it just a little bit of pitch, but have the water run through it like a stream would run through, a rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've seen a lot of people run it too slow, and they're like, "Oh, my box is always jamming up." I'm like, "Well, you don't have it. The water's not doing the work now. You're using your hand to do it. So you got to move it in the rapids. Get that water moving." And I like really myself 1.5 inches of water and going.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have if I put a spoonful in. And when I say a spoonful, I'm talking about a green metal detector shovel, which I think probably most people has.
Like
but
a scooper?
Yeah, a scooper.
Yeah.
When I put one of them in, I want it to, I get 1, 2, and then pretty much it's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much water I want going through it. If you can't get that, you're going to have to slow your roll down and then, probably feed it with something better.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing that, I also highly say classify your stuff down. Find out what size gold you're getting. If you're not getting any nuggets or pickers or anything like that and you're getting fine gold, classify it down. That way you get more through the sluice box at one time.
Sure.
And yeah, it's like that. And then also got asked this week about reading. It's kind of weird because I can't really put you can do it, you can't do it. Reading a river. You can look you can look up, you can look down, and you're really not going to capture or fathom what it is when it's really flooded. So I always got this method that I do, and you know, if somebody wants to do it, it's kind of pretty funny, but it's cool. It works. It works for me anyway. But through a river or a fast-running creek when it's flooded, you got to remember that things bank off of certain sides, come back, and might slow bank off of something, and then hit hard again. So that little bitty transition between that hard and hard back and come back, that there's going to be a pocket, and it's really weird that you can see it this way. But if you stand in a creek, and if it's got a really pronounced bend, it won't work that good. Mm-hmm. You got to stand in a creek that has like 3 or 4 bends, but not really. Say you're fishing for smallmouth, you know, that kind of creek. You know, they're not really bendy, but there's some pockets and there's some holes.
Right.
And then, you know what? Sit down and look up that creek and set down a stick and have it pointed the way you want it to go. And then turn around and look behind you. And then take another stick and walk. I usually walk 10 steps out. I'm like, okay, now where would the water be coming from if it was about head high? I'm like, well, it'd become really rushing off of this corner because I can't see around that corner. It's going to give me so much leeway. And you put another stick down. Now, after I put those 2 sticks down, I'll look straight down that creek and straight down those 2 sticks. And you'd be surprised at the little bitty just offshoots of nothingness that you'd ever figure out would hold gold. Mm-hmm. And I always find the best luck doing that with a sluice box. Finding those little bitty pockets, you know, picture where the creek's going and picture where, you know, the water's it's going to do its thing, but where it's going to drop the gold off is where you really want to know. It's going to be the slow area.
Right.
And what's really cool is because there's been many times that between 2 trees is a really phenomenal place to do it.
Hey,
and
Scott,
I'm not, yeah.
One thing an old timer taught me is even if the creek, and what I've experienced is trying to find those pockets is, and I do a lot of videos too, especially when the creeks are up. I always videotape when the creeks are flooded, and I take pictures and I can see where the slow, you know, the calm waters are at. But even when the water's up normal or a little bit higher, depending on how deep the creek is, take you a washer, about 2 to 3 feet of string, and tie it to a balloon, and let that thing go down the creek until it stops. That's going to be your what I call your catch zone.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be your front zone.
That's, you know, was taught that by an old timer, and a lot of times if you do that, and that balloon stops, usually in a bend or, you know, just past a bend or something like that, that's where you want to dig for that gold.
Exactly.
And 99% of the time, you're going to get some good gold if there's gold in that area.
Mm-hmm. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I think I've said that many times on my show.
Yeah, definitely.
You're exactly right, because where that drops out, if you go out and you know what, there's going to be a stringer. There's going to be it could be 6 feet wide, it could be 2 feet wide. There's going to be a stringer that you're going to find predominantly the most gold and the black sand, because you know what, it goes hand in hand, and that's what I still stick with that. And that stringer is what you want to dig up, especially where you guys work. That's really key. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. Now here we just got the whole wash is full with it. You got to start with one end and just suck the whole wash dry. Bye. You got to take everything up, dry wash it, put it back. You're good. Mm-hmm. I think most of the washes out here is going to run. If you get in a 4-foot one, you're deep. But now, if you get out here in the creeks,
excuse me,
they're going to be a little bit deeper. You're going to be looking at anywhere from, 3 to 6. And then when it gets down there, oh, good Lord, boys and girls, there's big rocks. It is phenomenal out here. But yeah, to get back to sluicing, like I was talking about, I hope everybody, if you go out, just look at the creek and see the way that you would see it flooded. That's going to help you find gold faster and keep interested. And that's kind of my main goal of it, is for you to find gold and to stay interested in it for all the new listeners out there. Other than that, you're going to be watching videos from, say, Dennis Dayton, the Wandering Buffaloes, myself. People like us, we do this and have a great time with it. This year I'm doing it for a living. And Kathleen, Shad, they're getting ready to make a big move, I think, out here to Arizona. And Dennis, he's still going to be digging as well. So all the information's there, and look up everybody else on the internet as well. I'm just saying,
right?
It's all there, man. It's going to be cool. But yeah, when you go sluicing, just do your homework and look at what you're digging and test.
Right.
That never hurts.
No, it don't.
And then after
you
find gold, shovel it.
on the sluicing part, what I'm starting to find out works even better now is in your slow moving water. I find those drop ripple sluices and plastic sluices, they work so much better than a regular stream sluice. Especially for low water flow. I mean, they really perform awesome.
Yeah, you know what, Dennis? I agree with you fully. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. So, and you've actually been out there working with them, so I know that you know what's going on. So I fully agree with that. So those are cool.
I just uploaded a video where my buddy Eric, he started making a drop ripple sluice, and man, there wasn't hardly any water flow, and it was amazing how good it works. If I would have put my regular sluice in there, it would have just piled up.
Yeah. Oh, right, with riffles, but the drop sluice, it just blows.
Yeah,
right
I mean, it's just very little water flow, man, and it works awesome.
It's a really sweet design, and yeah, I mean, it really works. And I've seen a lot of people love them.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like them.
Yeah. Dennis has worked it, and like I said, I can't wait to try one. I want to see exactly what he's seeing, so it'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, is that it, Scott?
Pretty much.
I
talked about the sluicing and where to go and how to read it. Are you doing that again?
What?
Are you messing with me right now, Tim?
No, you did do that. It was
man.
Weird.
Yeah, it was cutting in and out.
It was.
You know what I'm telling? She's right here, right now. I'm hating the internet. Now I got a dog barking. Oh Lord. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
All right.
I'm just saying, you know what? For all you guys out there, when you're doing sluicing, look at the river, see where it was flooded. Imagine yourself in a canoe and where your canoe would float and where it would stop. That's the quickest thing I could tell you. I mean, and dig it.
All right.
Dig it.
Dig it, baby, dig
Just
it. All right.
Dig, that's right. Just dig it.
Anything else we got to add here tonight, guys? Shad, Dennis, Rich?
Besides the fact that I'm jealous that you guys are going to go to an outing and I got to be stuck here in Arizona with sweat on my brow.
Hey, you could have came, Mr. Travel Man.
Yeah, I know I could have come, but then I heard hurricanes. I'm like, I'm not flying in on that crap.
Razor's flying in. See?
What do you mean Razor's flying in? Razor lives in Alaska.
He's coming to the outing.
He's coming.
Have you? Can you imagine the plane rides he's been on?
Coming.
He's like, just come on land, dude.
He's coming.
He's not like you. He actually comes to outings
from Alaska.
And stuff,
He's coming, Scott.
Dude, you know what? That's a spike. That's all right.
I tell you what, Swiftwater, if you can make it, I'll have a burro down there ready for you to ride, man.
Oh my God! You know what? You didn't go there, did you?
I think we should have burro races.
I think we should too. You know,
That would be funny.
Oh my
and we
Lord,
should have
I don't know what to
burros
say.
available to rent.
But anyway, you know what? I do hope Razor gets down there, and I hope, you know what? I see a lot of Facebook Lives from all of you because I always follow you guys, and I hope you guys are posting that on Gold Prospector Space as well. It's going to be, I can't wait to see you guys doing your stuff, man. It's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be cool to have that outing. It's going to be big, is what I think.
It's going to be a blast. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We want to thank you all for tuning in tonight for another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. And don't forget to join us Sunday night at 7:30. We'll be back. Kathleen, don't you got a closer look this Sunday?
Yes, I do.
See? So you all have to tune in for Kathleen Biffle's Closer Look this Sunday on Prospector Radio.
And I haven't had a chance to put together have Shad put together the banner.
What?
We have been so busy.
I know.
But,
I'm so sorry. I know you guys have been. Yeah.
But it's definitely a history thing.
Nice. It's going to be awesome. So this Sunday.
A closer look on a history thing.
There we go. That's exactly what the banner's going to say. A closer look on a history thing.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet either.
Right,
so
and we got
we'll
Cooley's
see.
Corner. Don't forget about that, too, Sunday. I'm sure Dennis will be here. I'll be here. We'll all be here. So be sure to tune in and join us. Come and hang out with us. And sure to have a good time. But thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We're out of here. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Love Diggers.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.